Nope, I didn't like that. I said, if you're ready to have a good time, I'm here to make some noise. There we go. Wave goodbye to all the beautiful people still standing in line. Bye, bye-bye. Wave goodbye to all the beautiful people still standing in line. And then wave goodbye to the rest of them too. They need love as well. Alright, cool. We have me, Victor, as your tour guide. You have, see, now I'll grow up. This is good. You have me, Victor, as your tour guide, Dean as your driver, but I do have my best friend to introduce the World Famous Studio Tour. You might know him from Saturday Night Live and NBC's The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. If you're good with names, you already figured it out. It's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Victor.
And the greatest driver.
Dean.
They're the best. I love that. Even though
Dean
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
That's right, folks. Please listen up to the mandatory corporate safety rules. First, in case of any emergency, medical emergency, if you drop something of value off the side of the tram or have any sound or video issues, reach up and grab the red emergency cord that runs down the center of the ceiling of the tram. Give it a pull and I'll be back to assist you. Assuming that's it is safe for me to do so. Otherwise, remain seated, keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. The studio is private property, so if you dropped your phone or really need to use the restroom, pull the cord and remain seated. Please, no smoking of any kind during the tour, and be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. So have those cameras on and ready for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. Finally, for your safety and those around you, please, no selfie sticks while we are on board today. Alright, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You made it. We've left the theme park behind and we're heading deep into the heart of one of the world's largest and busiest working studios, where many Hollywood's biggest names come to work every single day. But don't take my word for it, take their word for it.
I've been on that tour so many times since I was a kid. Just love it to death.
The first time I really ever saw it, we did the tour.
I grew up in Los Angeles and that was like the place to go and see Jaws. I got my introduction to the tour. Then be in the movie and seeing the tram drive by. It was very overwhelming. One of the coolest things actually about shooting from the first time we were shooting a lot. One of the moments like great dogs, you know, the flash flood, all these trams are riding around the kid. It's the coolest thing ever.
Now folks, it all started with an immigrant who had a dream. Carl Levin, that's our founder right there in the military. Carl Levin wanted to open the strangest city in the world, and that is exactly what he did. Right now we're passing by Fire Station 51. This is a real working fire station because we are our own city. University City. There we are. What's up guys? How's it going? That's a sweet stash. One day I'll have a sweet stash right there. Now folks, that is a real working fire station. Those are not actors or animatronics. Those are real great firemen that keep us safe here on the mountain. We also have our own sheriff's substation. We have our own medical services, our own zip code. We have 3 Starbucks and 1 coffee bean, so that's how you know we are a real city. But now it's time to leave the real world behind and walk into the world of movie magic and movie making. The very first part of our tour is called the Front Lot. This is where we have some of our 28 sound stages. Sound stages are like giant warehouses where we create any setting or environment that is good possible. For example, Dr. Seuss's How to Dress for Christmas and Back to the Future comes inside Soundstage 12, coming up to your left-hand side. Soundstage 12 is the largest soundstage on the lawn. It's been known to some awesome productions. For example, and then the street that we're crossing right now, just down the street and then to the right, that is where Soundstage 1 is, and that's where Kelly Clarkson films and Kelly Clarkson.
I am here on the backlot of Universal Studios to give some very special people a surprise of their lives.
I'm still waiting for Kelly Clarkson to do this to my train. Now, Kelly Clarkson took those lucky guests to the fictional big box retail store called Cloud9. If you've ever seen Superstore, you know that this is not a real store. Superstore stars America Ferrera, Ben Feldman, Mark McKinney, Lauren Ash, Nico Santos, and Colton Dunn. And for 6 seasons, they filmed inside 16 and 17. But now it's not a store, now it's a high school because Saved by the Bell Season 2 with Mario Lopez and filming inside these sound stages. But take a look how cool it looks inside these sound stages. Doesn't it look like a real store? That used to be Windows sound stages. And if you haven't seen Superstore, take a look at it.
Some patience with one another. You know, the heat makes us fall out. Your face stays where it is, it's going to get pushed.
Oh.
Now, Soundstage 21 coming up to your left-hand side was home to one of my favorite movies, Jurassic Park. Any Jurassic Park fans on my tour? Yeah. Inside 21, hey, how's it going? Inside 21, they filmed a scene where Lexi's feeding the Brachiosaurus and it sneezes all over her. That was inside 21. Where Timmy's stuck in the Ford Explorer and Dr. Alan Grant has to climb the tree and save him. That was inside 21. It's also been home to Snow and the Huntsman, John Carper is a Thing, Ron Howard's Apollo 13, Mission Control Center was right in there. But now, folks, we're going to pass another area of our lot that's very popular, very busy. It's called Sitcom Alley, where some amazing TV shows have filmed. For example, busy lately. We just had Mr. Mania film its first season here with Ted Danson, Holly Hunter, and Bobby Barron. And then these sound stages coming into the right-hand side are currently being used by Good Girls. If anybody watches Good Girls with Rena from Parks and Recreation, Christina Hendricks from Mad Men, and Mae Whitman from Stop Living vs. the World, they filmed inside of these sound stages. They're just finishing up their 4th season, so we're very excited that they have a new season coming out. Hopefully we'll have them for a 5th one as well. We saw Ted on the left-hand side. Say hello to Ted because Ted represents Seth MacFarlane's production company because they're working on a television show based on Ted. So if you like Ted and Ted 2, we have a TV show coming in. Now, most of these offices are production offices to some of the biggest production companies in town. For example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has his production company here. We're passing by his office, coming up to your left-hand side. If you see the parking spots, it says reserved for $7 only. $7 production, that is Dwayne Johnson's production company. They're working on season 2 of Young Rock for NBC. We also have Illumination Entertainment, responsible for the Despicable Me movies, Sing Secret Life of Pets. Mark Platt, he's working on a movie adaptation of the musical Wicked. He's also producer on Dear Evan Hansen. Elizabeth Banks, you may know her from The Hunger Games and Pitch Perfect. Her office, Brownstone Productions, is right next door to Bungalow 5195. That used to be the office to this guy. To your left-hand side of Soundstage is 22 and 23. That is where one of my favorite comedians, Kenan Thompson, filmed the first season of his new show, Kenan, on NBC. You might know Kenan Thompson from All That, Good Burger, Kenan and Kel, and he's been on Saturday Night Live for 18 seasons. But now we're leaving the front lot behind and welcome to the back lot. This is where we film the big stuff, exterior scenes on a grand scale. The very first part we're looking at, this is our Metropolitan set, which can stand as any major large metropolitan city in the world, like Baltimore for Hairspray Live, Chicago for the Blues Brothers, London for Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, 1940s Brooklyn for Captain America, the First Avenger with Tommy Lee Jones and Chris Evans, where Steve Rogers gets his powers and he's running down the street. That was right in there. American Ninja Warrior just moved out of there. We got Brooklyn Nine-Nine moving recently, as well as Rutherford Falls in there. The Office, Chris Morgan for Disney, and Dennis Schmidt. From the concrete jungle, we're touching the real jungle. What an introduction. Captain Movie, Peter Jackson. It's a different kind of life. seated at all times, no flash photography. If you have any loose belongings, family, or friends you want to keep, just make sure you're holding on to them tight. Say king, you say Kong. King! King! Kong! Blessings on everyone.
Oh man, the bird!
For King Kong 360. That was King Kong 360. One of the world's largest screens. Those screens were 180 feet long and tall. That's like 60 movie theater screens all around. If you had a good time playing King Kong, let me hear you make some noise! Yeah, Peter Jackson along with Chris King at Weather Digital, they brought you that amazing adventure to life. Weather Digital is a digital effects company based in New Zealand. They won 6 Academy Awards now for movies like Avatar, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy. We are very good with digital monkeys, so we've done King Kong, Planet of the Apes, and the baboons on the cornucopia for the Wonder Apes guys and Pride. With the family and everything, so
the almost easy looking at the direction, this creature coming at the same time on this side, and this system on this side. I think the real, there are
no, don't look at it. Don't look at it. No, no. It's from my last tour. Just don't look at it. That was King Kong 360 3D. Now hold on to those 3D glasses. We will need them a little later on the tour, so just keep them protected, and I'll let you know when we need them again. If you noticed, the tram went into the screen for a second when we just left that big car with the dinosaurs being hit and then just kind of left. Any vehicle that is seen on screen is what we call in the industry a picture car, and here at Universal Studios we have a long history with amazing picture cars. Some of them becoming almost as famous as the actors or actresses who drove them. Now we do have some cars from the Fast and the Furious saga coming up. Now I don't know about you, but I'm in the middle of rewatching all of them to get ready for Fast and the Furious 9. So if you like cars and you like movies, get those cameras down and ready, because here we go. We're going to start with a 2008 Knight Rider Series kit car. Tom Selleck's Ferrari 308 from Magnum PI. The futuristic flying cars of 2015 from Back to the Future Part 2. The Flintstones cars, those are golf cart engines with a fiberglass shell made here on the lot. And I can't talk about cars without talking about the Fast and the Furious. We have Brian O'Connor's Nissan Skyline, played by the lady great Paul Walker. The gyrosphere from Jurassic World missing the glass. The glass was never there. They added the glass with CGI or computer-generated imagery. Now be careful with that tank. That tank is completely made out of wood. That is not a real tank. It is only painted to give you the illusion like it's real steel or metal, when in reality, just lightweight material. Now this next part of the tour is actually my favorite, because this movie was my childhood. I won't even introduce it. I'll let this man do it for me.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome to our Jurassic Park area of our tour. This is where we have set pieces, props, and picture cars from our Jurassic Park movies. It all started in 1983, directed by Steven Spielberg. He also directed the sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park. And coming up to your left-hand side, you're going to see the mobile lab of the Lost World Jurassic Park, where Mom and Papa T-Rex get mad. They push the mobile lab off of a cliff on an island off the coast of Costa Rica. But guess what? It's also completely made out of wood. If you look behind it, you can see the wood pieces that are really falling off of it. Oh no! I had no idea that was going to happen. Oh, be careful with that spits out. It's going to be like a fire hose and destroy you. What was that? You want to sing along to the Jurassic Park theme song? Yeah, we can do that. But wait, don't leave me hanging. Here we go. Ready? Dun 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 dun. I will turn this tram. Well, I'll ask Dean very nicely if you can turn this tram around. We're going to do it one more again. Here we go. Are you ready, part 2? Are you ready? Part 3, you ready? Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Alright, part 4, how are we doing? Yeah, and then part 5. Oh wait, no, we left them with the dinosaurs in King Kong. We have a new one coming out called Jurassic World Dominion, where the original cast, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, will be joining the new cast, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, for Jurassic World Dominion. Now folks, from an island off the coast of Costa Rica, we're sitting to another Latin American country. But here, we're going to show you how we can manipulate weather. We can give an example of rain, thunder, and lightning. That thunder that you're hearing, speakers hidden into the set. The lightning, large arc strobe lights on top of the set, out of the camera's view. And how about a little bit of rain? And action. Now for the rain, it is actually a very complicated system. It's very advanced. It's called sprinklers. We put the sprinklers on top of boats, keep the water up into the air, and the gravity do its job. During the black and white era of filming, they would add ink to the water, that way the camera was able to record the rain. And for the exact same reason, our raindrops are about 5 times bigger. That's why the actors and actresses are always violent. Just like you're about to get violent, you guys watch out, it's a flash flood! That was our flash flood, a result of thousands of gallons of recycled water that comes to the top of the hill and then rains down the hill for your viewing pleasure, just like Big Bad Lion. You may recognize this from the music video Judas by Lady Gaga. She did the exact same thing, but she did not use a stunt double. And then she danced with Hardaway to our Old Mexico songs. You might recognize Old Mexico from Star Trek Picard, Westworld on HBO, music videos by Janet Jackson, Escapade, or Enrique Iglesias, Bailamos. You might also recognize it from the classic Nacho Libre with Jack Black and Ana de la Reguera. Now folks, we're leaving Old Mexico behind and welcome to 6 Points, Texas. I love 6 Points, Texas because one of my favorite movies is Quentin Tarantino's night movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Timothy Olyphant, Luke Perry, filmed right here at 6 Points, Texas. The saloon we just passed by, that's where in my humble opinion, Leonardo DiCaprio gave one of the best performances of his career. And in the same movie, this street around that right now, this is where Brad Pitt drops off Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, 6 Points, Texas gets its name, 6 Points, Texas, because during the sound and film era, during the heyday of westerns, we were able to film up to 6 westerns at the same time. How? We had 6 streets. Each one had its own bank, its own saloon, its own sheriff's office, and its own hotel. So whenever the bad guy got kicked out of town, all he had to do was turn a corner. He was out of town, but he was also right into another production. I would like to let everybody know that we are about the halfway mark of the tour. If you need any guest assistance, drop your phone into the restroom. The studio is private property. Just pull the record above your head and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it is safe for me to do so. As we turn the corner, if you can take a look to your left-hand side, you can see Soundstage is 24 and 25. That is where the voice films now. These sound stages are 100% soundproof. Most of the sound stages here and in the world are about 98% soundproof. And although that 2% might not mean a lot to you, for filmmakers it does. And these sound stages have looked for the next 5 years. Inside of the ones closest to us, that is where Academy Award-winning director Jordan Peele filmed this movie Us with Winston Duke and Academy Award-winning with Lupita Nyong'o. Now, so far on the tour, we've taken you to, let's say, we've been to New York, we've been to Mexico, Texas. Now, how about I take you to Europe? Let's go to Little Europe. Little Europe, yeah, Little Europe could be any European country. All we have to do is change the language on the signs, add some flags, and we have Paris for the Muppets movie, the running of the bulls for City Slickers, the running of the bulldogs for a Geico commercial. But most of you might recognize Little Europe as the fictional country Genovia from Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement with Anne Hathaway, Julie Andrews, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Brandy. But most of you might recognize it as the Afterlife and that means the Good Place. Congratulations, you're all dead. Welcome to the Good Place. This yogurt shop, believe it or not, do you want to know where it is? Right there. What? You know what is awesome? The Universal Studios recreated the horror movie genre. If it wasn't for Universal Studios, there would be no such thing as horror movies. We created it with our classic Universal monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man. Oh, look, he's right there. About while you're looking over it, that is our Court of Miracles, where most of our classic Universal monsters got this shot. Our very first classic Universal monster was Dracula. Remember, in the 1930s, there was no such thing as horror movies. We promoted Dracula as a romantic thriller. It came out Valentine's Day of 1931. And then later that year, Frankenstein. Now I have a little treat for you. We're going to go inside a Soundstage 50. This is a hot set, which means it's all dressed up and ready to go for when the director yells action. We're going to stop in there for a few moments and then we're going to continue with the tour. So make sure hold on to any loose belongings. And then once we come to a full complete stop, they can take as many photos as you want or remain seated. They did film an episode of Bones on Fox with David Boreanaz and Emily Deschanel here.
He's very upset.
I told you to go in his arms.
Does he get blood?
Now I want to talk to you a little bit about set design. If you take a look to your left and right hand side, you're going to notice that we're not in Southern California. We are in the Bay Area. All we have to do is tell you that we're in the Bay Area, and then that's it. Your imagination fills in the rest. But do you want to know how we can get to New York or downtown LA? All you have to do is switch it in. Okay, folks, just remain seated. We get a little turn. Never mind, hold on to your loved ones and making the big one. Touch to your left, the seats kicking in, watch out. Oh, the roof is on fire. I don't know about you, but I'm stoked. To the right, the ground is breaking open. That can't be good. Watch out, it's lit. You may not find that joke funny, but I think the ground is cracking up. Although the earthquake activities may close, take cover. Speed, watch out. Okay, I think it's over now. Good thing that the water main line upstairs saying probably breathe. Can you believe that all of that is screens? That's crazy. 8.3 earthquake off the Richter scale. Large scale mechanical effects just like that. We're used to special effects to get into some of the coolest action sequences. For example, the rest of that scene from Bones on Fox. I do feel a little bad because so far on my tour I'm getting multiple dinosaur attacks, a flash flood, and now an earthquake. So how about we go to the beach? Who wants to go to the beach? Yeah, let's go to Amity Island. Now I know. We had a shark attack, but it's okay. Look, we caught the shark. We have nothing to worry about. We also have police at David. He's in the water. David! And he'll come right over. Right across the way, that's where we found an episode of Good Place, TV and audio, having conversation by that shark fin. The shark fin! Okay folks, just remain seated, don't panic. We have my friend police out of David in the water. David, stick to the boat, man. Stick to the boat, David. David had a lot of guts to be out there. Yo, David, and there we are. Okay, don't panic. Our driver Dean is a professional. He's going to park the tram in the safest place possible behind these extremely flammable gasoline barrels. Now don't worry, there's bait attention at no building. If he takes the bait and we're solid, we'll know where the shark is at all times. What's happening with the door? Yo, do you know what's missing Jurassic right now? Come on. Yo, it's right behind the police boat. We got you, bud. Let's give a huge round of applause for our shark, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce. I love Bruce. He's been terrorizing us on the studio tour since the 70s. Yo, for bonus points, does anybody know what kind of shark that is? If you do, shout it out. A green, right? No, it's plastic. Obviously. No, that is just like that bad joke that real mechanical shark we used for the production of Jaws was such a nightmare on screen as well as off screen. The very first day of production, it sank to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, just like all my books on this tour. Your seats go
Wherever we were on the ground, you could hear the radio news. They were always saying, the shark is not working, Zippy. The shark.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough for a while there. So I really struck a lot.
I'm just going to leave that photo up for the rest of the tour and let's go with you. Now, have anybody seen the movie To Kill a Mockingbird, the classic with Gregory Peck? This mustard and greenhouse, that is Lou Bradley's house from To Kill a Mockingbird, which earned Gregory Peck an Academy Award for Best Actor in a leading role. Will Smith Hancock also films in there with Charlize Theron. But I want to talk to you about The Chicken Ranch. The Chicken Ranch is from one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite horror movies. That is the Firefly residence from Rob Zombie's house in Jurassic Park 60. Now here's the thing, Rob Zombie just signed on to write a movie based on the 1960s classic, The Munsters. And that fans of The Munsters who tend to read Joyce. Although Marconia Street is closed, that's where the original 1313 Mockingbird name is. But it's pretty cool that Rob Zombie's old movie location and now The Munsters is right close to each other. Rob Zombie, The Munsters, I'm super stoked. I'm so excited for that. Now, so far on the tour, you know, we've seen a few celebrities. We saw Bruce, the Shark, we saw Ted. But did you know that you're sitting on a celebrity? Let me explain that to you. The Tramp. Have a little clip of my very first tour ever. I'm kind of embarrassed to play. Do you want to see it? Alright, I'll play it. That was basically my first tour. Come here back to our picture cars to show you. With wanting to go see movies in theaters. If you go see Fast 9 in IMAX, they will be playing a sneak peek, an extended sneak peek to Jurassic World Dominion. Alright, so we have a little line of cars that we're about to show you. The very first truck, that's from Fast and the Furious. You may recognize that they used it when they were doing the heist. This truck right here. Then right next to it, the 1932 yellow disc coupe from one of my favorite movies, American Graffiti, and also one of my favorite soundtracks. And then those cars back there, I'm not supposed to tell you where they're from because they're NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and I'm not gonna because I like my job. But they're from a movie that's by Universal that has to do with cars that hasn't come out yet. So, Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. Could it be because I'm about to get fired from the studio, or could it be because we're at the
Maze Hotel, the Supper House up on the hill from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, the 1960s classic starring Anthony Perkins and Janet Leigh. There is an urban legend that apparently when you look up at the Supper House, you can still see Mother on the second story.
Well, let them see what kind of a person I am.
Oh, hi, Mother.
I hope they are watching. They'll see, and they'll know.
From two of the most iconic sets in movie history to one of the biggest and most impressive. Welcome to the airplane crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. What you are looking at, that is a real Boeing 747 airplane that was not just for the production. And then the rest of it is for my own. And here to tell you a little bit more is production designer Rick Carter and Steven Spielberg.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
We first began to sit down to talk about the world. I thought, what if the film could be right in the studio? Because it's just something you don't see. You don't do it.
That's me. This one's your personalized, okay? Flare close. Bobby, get in. Get in.
You may also recognize this area from a few music videos. Nicki Minaj and Rihanna were dancing on top of that Tell End piece in their music video Fly. We've also used it for Father John Misty's music video Fun Times in Babylon, Community with Joel McHale and Allison Brie, and one of my favorite sketch comedy shows, Key and Peele with Keegan Michael Key and Academy winner Jordan Peele. Now folks, we are about 10 minutes away from the end of the tour, and we'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Once again, if you gets assistance, pull the record above your head and remain seated. If you're a fan of comedy movies and you're a fan of Dan Aykroyd or John Candy, that's a Log Cabin from the Great Outdoors. You might recognize the Log Cabin from episodes of Coach, Desperate Housewives, Star Trek Picard, movies like Shooter with Mark Wahlberg, and Deja Vu with Denzel Washington. If you look over the Log Cabin, you're going to see that giant blue backdrop. We filmed this scene from Sully out there.
Evacuate.
With a mix of digital and practical effects, we can fill that pit with water, add whatever set the filmmakers need in front of it, and then using CGI or computer-generated imagery, we can replace whatever the blue is with whatever the filmmakers need. Hold on, folks, I'm having a little trouble with my...
This is Agent Nova.
Okay.
An FBI alert.
This is Victor Torgo.
Witness protection operation. I'm heading up with my FBI team.
Okay, so Dean just gave me some intel. So apparently one of you on this tram is an international witness. Thanks for telling me. And Nolan Shaw, that's a bad guy. He's after us. So don't let our witness quickly. Witness protect you do not need your 3D glasses just yet. I will let you know when to put them on. Now we're supposedly receiving a radio transmission from Roman and Letty. Let me see if I can patch them in to our monitors. Give me a second. Hey, yo, Roman, Letty, you get to patch into the monitors.
My name is Roman Pierce.
What's up, Roman?
Pleased to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Sean for a while. We brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone would be sufficient.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you there.
Alright, so we're gonna go into the next room. There is a party happening. So we need to lay low. And I'll let them know that we're here. And if they will find that international weapon. So remember, lay low, lay low. Here we go. Hey, what up?
Party's over. Everybody out. This is the FBI. Turn that music off.
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got you. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Hobbs can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Something tells me it's about to get fast. And to save it, here it is.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Roman, Letty, hook him up. Now we're moving.
You give me the witness, Terrific, we call it a day! The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Find the dogs!
Way to go, Letty. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Head for the bridge. Under construction. Everybody hold on. Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
it got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. My dad was there. I appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You gotta be a good army. Welcome to join our here anytime.
Aww. And all of you can join my crew anytime. Thank you so much. That was a great finale of the World Famous Studio Tour. I hope you all had a great time this morning. You're huge at the 400 acres of our movie studio and over 100 years of magic. Our founder, Carl Lemley, he had one vision. That was to make audiences laugh, cry, or sit on the edge of their seat. And after 106 years, we have most definitely accomplished that. Now please let's give a huge last round of applause to our music driver team. Yeah, Dave. Thank you, sir. And that was your tour guide, Victor. But along with everybody here at NBC Universal, myself, Victor, and your driver Dean, thank you so much for taking the World Famous Studio Tour and enjoy the rest of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. All of you are awesome, but now it's time for you to hit the road. Bye, dudes. What are you doing? Enjoy the rest of your day, get home safe, and to all the fathers out there, regardless if you're a biological father, stepfather, father figure, on behalf of all men out there, thank you so much. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Let's give them a round of applause.